Hey everyone, my name is Brian, and welcome back to my LEGO investing channel, Break Dynasty. I've been investing in LEGO since 2011. I took a few years off in between, but I've been back seriously investing for the past 2.5 years. Today, I'm going to be taking a look back into the past at the last several years of LEGO architecture sets that have retired and see how well they did as investments. Historically, LEGO architecture sets have done really well as investments, almost doubling or tripling your money within a short period of time after purchasing, but over the past couple years, I've noticed that the architecture sets seem to not be selling as well and the price doesn't rise as quickly, but I haven't done some deep dive research on this to confirm those theories and feelings. So today I decided to take a look back at sets starting in 2020 all the way up to 2022 and see how they're performing in the aftermarket. We'll get started with 2022, and there's only one set that retired last year, and that was Tokyo set number 21051. It had an MSRP of $59.99. It had about a 3-year shelf life, and it was pretty much available at 20% off consistently throughout its lifetime. At times you could have bought it for a little bit cheaper than that, but since that was the typical price point you could have bought it at, I'm going to use that as my calculation price of what you bought it at. So if you bought it at a little bit less, you would be making some more profit and more percentage profit on these sets, but that's what I'm going to use in my calculation. Right now on eBay, it's going for $80, and it's the same price on Amazon as well. If you're wondering how I calculated eBay profit numbers, what I did is took the buy price, I added in an approximate shipping price. So for this set, I believe it was $8 or $9. I took that number and then I multiplied it by 1.16 to account for the eBay fees that you'd be paying for the set. And then I took that whole number and I subtracted it from the going price on eBay. And that gives you the eBay profit number. And if you just divide that by your buy price, you get the eBay percentage profit. So if you bought this Tokyo set at $47.99, after fees on eBay, you would be making about $15 in profit, and that equates to 31.36% profit on the set. And on Amazon, you would get a 28.17% profit. So definitely not what I'd be looking for personally. I like to be able to double my money after a year to year and a half after buying. It's been 9 months, almost 10 months since it retired. So this isn't where I'd like to see my LEGO sets performing at this point. Also, if you're wanting to know where I got the Amazon numbers from, I just used the Amazon FBA calculator. I know some people like to use FBM, fulfilled by merchant. So if you use that tool, you'll be paying a little bit less fees. Moving right along into 2021 retired sets, we have San Francisco set number 21043. This had an MSRP of $49.99. It also had a 3-year shelf life. You could have bought this set at 20% off very easily, and of course, there were opportunities to buy it for cheaper, but like the last set and all of these sets, I'm going to be using a 20% off buy price since you could have easily bought a lot of quantity of the set at 20% off, and if you were a new investor, you may have bought it at 20% off as well, so I'm trying to show how much profit you can be making off of a 20% buy-in price, 20% discount buy-in price. So on eBay, it's going for $75, which is really great. It's only been a year and 9 months, so almost 2 years after retirement. You can look at a 48% profit on this set, and then on Amazon, you're looking at a 75% profit because it's going for $15 more. So still not quite what I'm looking for as a return on investment, but it is one of the better performing sets pre-2020, as you'll see as we go along here. Next up, we have Dubai, set number 21052. This had an MSRP of $59.99, so it was $10 more than the last set. You could have easily gotten it for $47.99, and it had a 2-year shelf life. On eBay, it's going for $75, and you're going to come away with a 20.95% profit after fees and shipping on that platform. For Amazon, it's going for $95, so almost $20 more, and you can come away with a 51.2% profit. So this set as well is struggling in the aftermarket if you only got it at a 20% discount, unfortunately. Now there are 2 more sets that retired in 2021. The next is the Empire State Building, set number 21046. It had an MSRP of $129.99. This is the most expensive set on this list. and it had a shelf life of about 2.5 years. So you could have gotten this set for 20% off like the others for around $104. I know back in the day when Zavi was carrying Lego often, there were some 30% off deals you could have bought this set at, but 20% off with this common discount. And on eBay right now, it's only going for $155, giving you a 16.32% profit. And on Amazon, it's going for $149 and giving you a 13.4% profit. So if you had bought these sets at MSRP, you would still be losing money on these sets because they're barely going over MSRP. So after fees and shipping, you would lose money. This set also lasted a little bit longer after retirement on retailer shelves. From what I remember, I think it lasted for several months. So that has delayed the appreciation in price in the aftermarket. And the last set from 2021 is Trafalgar Square, set number 21045. It had an MSRP of $79.99, and it was on shelves for 2.5 years. This set was discounted a lot and also stayed on shelves quite a bit past retirement. I don't think it was a very popular set in the US. Because of that, as you can see here, it is not doing well in the aftermarket. On eBay, it's going for $90, and you're only going to come away with a 6.52% profit if you bought this set at 20% off. And on Amazon, it's going for about $20 more at $109. You'll come away with a 32.96% profit. Another set that just really hasn't performed well in the architecture line, and you would have needed maybe a 50% discount to almost double your money. Now, moving into sets that retired in 2020, we're getting to some good sets that performed pretty well. The first setup is Las Vegas, set number 21047. It had an MSRP of $39.99, and it had a 2-year and 4-month shelf life. What you'll notice on this set is it has a much lower MSRP than some of the other ones we discussed. So having that lower MSRP and lower buy price, you're able to sell it for much higher because now the prices are increased, the MSRP prices are increased, so people perceive the value of these sets as higher than they actually were when you first bought them back in 2020. A set like this could be going for maybe $50, $60 in 2023. So this set was actually going to be released as 21038, but around its release, there was that incident that happened in Las Vegas, and so LEGO decided to remove one of the buildings and replace it. Some of that first set came out accidentally from LEGO's warehouses and sold for a ton of money on the aftermarket. But for this version of the set, if you bought it at 20% off at $31.99, you're doing very well. On eBay, it's going for $95. You'd come away with 148% profit. Great job. On Amazon, it's going for $30 more for $125. You're coming away with a 211% profit. So this was an amazing investment. The only thing is you had a 2.5-year hold time, but if you're someone who likes to hold sets longer, this worked out really well for you. And the last set that retired from 2020 is Shanghai, set number 21039. It had an MSRP of $59.99, and it had a 3-year shelf life. If you bought it at 20% off for $47.99, you'd be coming away with 101% profit on eBay, and on Amazon, it's going for about $20 more, and you would come away with 128% profit. So another set that retired in 2020 that's doing very well, more than doubling your money after fees and shipping. Now I did want to add in just one more set here that retired in 2019, and that is the Capitol building. I thought it would be good to look at another US government landmark to see how well that did in the US market, to see, hey, maybe the White House that's retiring at the end of this year, we'll see how that's going to do potentially in the aftermarket. Keeping in mind this set retired 4 years ago. It MSRP'd for $99.99. Its set number was 21030, and it had a shelf life of 3 years and 4 months, so it was out for quite a while. If you bought it for 20% off on eBay, it's going for $200, so you'd come away with 119% profit. And then on Amazon, it's going for $255, and you'd come away with 159% profit. So another successful investment for the whole time. I'm not sure what it was going for about 2 years ago when you probably should have been selling it. You could take a look at camel.com. They track Amazon listing prices to see what they were going for at different points in previous years. or you could also use Keepa. They provide the same similar service but in more detail. For eBay, there's not really any reliable data sources where you could go back and look at those previous sales. Here are all of the sets I discussed in this video in one spreadsheet, so if you want to pause the video and take a look at it all together, you can go ahead and do that now. So some of my takeaways from doing this research is that sets that retired from 2020 and previous to that in 2019, 2018 are all doing really well at just a 20% discount on your buy price. But sets after that retired in 2021 and 2022 have been performing very poorly at that buy price, and you're probably disappointed with the returns you're getting. You should have been looking for maybe a 40 to 50% discount on those sets, then you might be a lot more happier with the returns you're getting now in the aftermarket. This goes back to a common theme I like to reinforce on my channel, is that the most important part of Lego investing is your buy price. It doesn't matter how cool a set is at the end of the day or how popular the set is. If it's super hoarded and people are buying it at MSRP for investing or just 20% off for investing, and then on eBay it's going like 30% under MSRP, it's not going to be a great set, and it's going to take a year, 2 years, maybe 3 years for all of that lingering stock and all of that backlog of people who bought the set for poor prices and are dumping it off for cheap prices on eBay. It takes a while for that to sell out. You want to be consistently buying sets for less than your competition. Then your question naturally is, how do you get these sets at cheaper prices than 20% off like you commonly see? For more information on that, I would recommend checking out my video titled How to Get the Biggest Discount on Lego Sets for Major Retailers. I'll also tag it up in the corner of this video. That breaks down how you're able to get the cheapest price on Lego sets from the major retailers like Target, Walmart, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Lego.com, everything. I go into great detail about how you're able to create discounts on top of just the regular discount that the retailer is offering on a set. Now, keeping in mind all of the research we just did on previous Lego architecture sets, let's take a look at the White House that's retiring this year and see at what price point we're looking to buy this set for investing. So the set number is 21054. It has an MSRP of $99.99, the same price point as the US Capitol. It was released in June of 2020, so it's going to have a 3.5 year shelf life, pretty much similar to the US Capitol. On eBay, the lowest buy it now price in new condition is listed for is $86, and it only has about 91 sellers, so it doesn't seem too saturated, but it is going 15% under MSRP. This is a very recognizable building for anyone who lives in the US. Everyone should be able to recognize this building here. So in the US market, this set does have a lot of potential in the aftermarket. But because of the research we just did, seeing the historical performances of architecture sets in the past, I'm going to be wanting to get more than a 20% discount like we can see on Amazon from time to time. I've seen it discounted to 30% a couple times, very few throughout the year just for a short sale. And because my competition, which is other Lego resellers, are able to purchase at that 30% off discount, I'm going to be looking to get it at around 35% discount. If I can get 40% off, that would be amazing as well, but I don't think that is outside of the realm of possibilities when you're stacking all the ways that you can find discounts on sets. If you're purchasing from Lego.com, you can get double insider points with a good gift with purchase, and cashback sites like Rakuten or Honey, and then a cashback credit card. You can stack all of those things to create a great discount. On Amazon, they may discount it to 35% off during the Prime days or some other point in the year. You can take advantage of that, stack it with your Amazon Prime card for an extra 5% cash back, and you're doing really well. Again, I'd recommend checking out my video about how to get the biggest discounts from major retailers for more information on creating discounts. So this is a little insight into the kind of research I do on Lego themes and Lego sets before investing in them. I take a look back at every performer in the past. I try to get as much context to those sets, what it was going for, like how much it was discounted when it was it available from every major retailer, things like that. I look at the going prices on eBay, on Amazon, whatever selling platform you're selling on. You want to take a look at that, and you can create a formulated opinion and educated guess as to how well future sets are going to do based on their availability, their price points, and what they're selling for on eBay or Amazon. That's about everything I had for this video. I hope this helped you out. If it did, definitely leave a like down below. It helps out my channel a ton. If you want to see more Lego investing content like this, please subscribe. I release videos every Monday and Thursday. And if you have any questions about Lego investing or any of the sets I talked about here, leave a comment down below. I'll be sure to respond to you. I appreciate you watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. As always, my videos are not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm only sharing my journey as a Lego investor, and I recommend you do your own research before buying any Lego sets.